Hey everyone, Sirturmund here again, and today we're gonna bring you some Aatrox gameplay with Vayne and Aatrox Quinn. Now, this deck kind of fell out of flavor back in like December, January in favor of like Aatrox Quinn, but now after multiple patches and after rotation, I feel like Vayne Aatrox has come back into the meta to kind of do really well, perform really well, and have a lot of counters against very popular decks. It counters your Sec Karma decks. It counters your Face and Mirror decks because you have a lot of challenges between the Fleet Feather, the Blinding Assaults, the Broadwind, and a lot of just potential rally and a lot of scout attack with the Ranger Knight Defector and the Quinn that can potentially allow you to just rally over and over again and just push a lot of damage to the opponent has to defend it. So this deck is a mid-range deck that plays Aatrox as an alternate win condition. Obviously, you're relying a lot on the equipment as well to get a lot of value, especially if you get a Darking Harp on your challengers. That's the main combo with this deck. Blinding Assault into Darking Harp, remove something twice with Scout. It's amazing. So let's jump ahead to the game and see how this deck performs today after a few months of patches. If you like today's video, make sure to like it below and subscribe to us. We post LR videos every single day, and you can catch us at the end of the video where we do the mulligan tips and a more in-depth breakdown. Enjoy the games. In this match, we're going against Riven and Samira. Need to be a little bit careful, right? They could just straight up just kill us when we least expect it. And that's always a challenge, right? I do like the fact that we have a Fleet Feather Tracker with quick attack. That's always nice, right? That is always nice. Do we ever... This is so tempting. I think I like the pass. I think I want to have form up open in case that the opponent has like... Okay, Samira. Okay, something like that works. We could just go here first. Let's go here first. This allows me to have form up to beat the... It needs to be exactly all out and tiny spear, right? But the opponent doesn't have all out anymore because they ended up going for the challenger. So we go form up and we kill Samira. Boom. Oh, I forgot. All out doesn't need to be triggered, right? So all out doesn't need to be triggered. That's okay. We eat up a second Samira and we're gonna kill her next turn anyways with the Broadwind. So we can go Broadwind, Elkin, and play the Dark Spear. So we still get to kill Samira at least, but a little bit of an oopsie on my part. This card is a little bit annoying too. This card is actually super annoying too. Huh. Hear me out. I think opponent is more likely to have a way to... Like, they're more likely to have a way to, like, kill our Broadwind if we play the Darking Spear than if we go like this. Now, killing the Samira is tempting. But this Blade Twirl is pushing a lot of damage. Now, I have to kill Samira. I have to kill Samira. I have to kill Samira first. Opponent could have the Flare. The Flare and another card to kill my Broadwind, and they have the quick attack. We have the catch and the Darking Spear value. Yeah, so there you go. Challenger. Then they could have a buff. No, they just have a second Samira. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? A third one. Sorry, a third one. Because the all out from earlier was also a Samira. Wow. Wow. They have another Samira. If we play catch and play the Darking Spear, the opponent can just go flare, 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 get their own value. The catch doesn't even kill the Blade Twirler because the quick attack happens first. I think it still has to happen though. Yeah, I still think it happens first. I think we still have to do it. We set it down to 1 HP, which allows me to then kill it with the Darking Spear afterwards. With the Darking Harp afterwards. That's why I wanted to kill that. Okay, do you have another flare? No, they don't have the flare. Okay, they don't have the flare. We set it up to 2 though, and 2 is not where they want to be at. We're gonna have to give this quick attack. Perfect. My goodness. So okay, so we can pull the Samira. So we can go here. That allows me to pull the Blade Twirler. We can go here. Allow me to pull the Samira. And then we're still in a position where we lose to the opponent literally having anything.
Purified bolts.
I'm gonna give you the Bane if you wanna have her. So now what? No way, right? No way they have another all-out, right? Heroic Refrain saves them? Oh no, they just clear my board? That's cool, right? I think if I just have this Broadwinds, I'm chilling. If I just keep this Broadwinds, I'm okay. So we trade... Oh, okay, well, never mind. We lose... The good thing is that Samira doesn't level up, right? Samira doesn't level up, so that's great. They also don't have a flare. We can put the Darking Spear on the Broadwind. And we also have a Naka next turn. So we can go here. Opponent's gonna get a lot of value from their cards. So they're gonna get a lot of blockers. And we might just get aggro down. So let's say we play the Bane, right? If opponent got exactly the +2, then we lose the Bane too. I think we have to play the Bane. I think I don't want to take this much damage. I want to make sure that I block this Samira. I don't want to take this much damage. If you have the +2, you have it. They don't have it. So then next time we can play the Anaka and start putting pressure. We still need to kill Samira. She's going to level up no matter what we do. So I'm not even going to bother stopping her level up. These elusives are taking a lot of punch out of me as well. Okay, never mind. When we said we're going to play Anaka, I meant that we're going to play Aatrox. So what I meant is that we're going to play Aatrox and just heal up. That's what I meant to say. We're going to play Aatrox and we're going to heal up. We have to kill this Samira. I think I prefer the Darking Spear on the Bane. I think I prefer just buffing whatever other unit I have by a ton of damage. So they get to level up Samira.
Don't hold anything back. I won't.
So they were waiting for me to do this. So does that mean that they have a buff? Does that mean that they have a buff or a ping? So this is telling me they have a buff or a ping, right? If that's the case, I actually think it's correct for me to pull the elusives and let Samir stay on the field. Yeah, I think this is fine. I should have gone here. I should have always gone here, by the way. Yeah, that's my mistake. I knew they had a buff. I knew they had a buff. The all-out would have killed the command. We still kill the commander with the all-out. So that's on me. That's alright. I still don't think we lose here. We can go for Tumble. The rally is a problem, but the opponent has to... No, opponent cannot rally anyways, right? They need 4 cards. I knew they had the all-out. And I still played into it. That's the perfect card that we could get. Because now we can get the Scout. Okay, so that gives them the rally. They needed exactly to have one more way to generate a unit to get the rally, and they got it. So they get the +2 here. They challenge. They force me to lose the Bane. And then they rally. So they're forcing me to lose the Bane. If they rally here, do we lose? We're gonna lose the Aatrox regardless. This Vayne doesn't level up. I think I want to keep the Vayne. If we take this 5, do we lose? Is my question. I don't know that we do. I think I want to go for here for the Anaka, just to keep this one at 6 health. Opponent can just play all their units out again. We get the Scout. They cannot rally without playing at least an Alcat. So when they play the Alcat, okay, if you still don't have the rally, you have to play the Alcat. Yeah, you have to play the Alcat. They can kill the Aatrox for free, but they cannot kill the Vayne. And then next time we just World Ender, and we just win the game, right? I guess they can kill the Vayne now with the Squire, but I think if I just give the Scout, like whatever, like the Anaka here is gonna have Scout, right? You get to do this, but I'm chilling still. We lose the Vayne, cool. You're still too short. Like we can World End it right here, or we can just go here. We get another Aatrox, we play second Aatrox, and we will end their next turn. That's 4. That's 3. That's 4. Opponent needs to have a way to get multiple spells for them to have the... For them to have it. Nope, and they don't have it. So we can go... Is it Darking Harp? Or is it Anaka? I think it's just Anaka, right? So if we go Anaka, I did mess up, by the way, you know? If we go Anaka, the Darking Heart gives me the draw, the Anaka gives me the units just straight up and gives me the blockers. I think it's just Anaka. I did mess up by summoning the Aatrox, but that's okay. We just go here, we have the World Ender. We have Anaka, we have the Overwhelm from Aatrox, whatever. I played it too fast, right? The play there was just to World Ender, the Aatrox will have Scout. And the Scout Overwhelm means that the opponent cannot do anything about it, right? And we still have all our other units, so GG's. In this match, we're gonna against Aatrox, who's playing Thralls. That's a little bit concerning here. I like this combo of Blinding Assault plus Darking Harp, of course. Raw Win, Blind Unite Defector. Okay, this is a pretty good hand. This is a pretty good hand. We can go Broadwind, we can go Blinding Assault, we can go Darking Harp. Opponent can only have like Ice Shard, Fracture, Avalanche. When I put it that way, it's a lot of things that they could have, right? Ice Shard, Fracture, Avalanche. There's like a million things that they could have. We have the form up now, so that's pretty nice. We get to push 3 damage here. The Scout is amazing. If we can get the Vayne, it will be even better so. Condemn is huge. One goes for Lysandra. Okay, so this is awesome. So now, because we ended up drawing the form up, I don't think opponent has a way to actually stop us here. There is one way. No, even that way doesn't really work. We have the form up, so we can actually go Darking Harp on this guy. Kill Lysandra for free with the Scout attack. Even if the opponent has the 6-cast spell, which is exactly what they had, the Sands of Time, the former still kills it. And that's what I was thinking. There is one way, and it ended up not being a good way for them to get there. We can go Lodestone, and that will allow me to push 9 damage to the opponent. Opponent will get a throw pretty quickly. We go like this, just push 9. That Troll is going to be activated in our next attack. Ooh, that's actually super scary. That's super scary. But hey, guess what? We get the Vayne. Okay, opponent has 2 Trolls. Who am I kidding? They have 2 Trolls activated. Let's go ahead and drop the Vayne down. We'll go ahead with the Valor play again. And just try to ignore those Thralls.
Relax your knees.
Yeah, I mean, this is a free attack for you. If we block with the Broadwind, it makes it easier for... Actually, I want to block with the Broadwind. Because I feel like I'm going to use the Broadwind to challenge their Thralls anyways. So this makes it easy for me to kill Taliyah. Even if the opponent has a freeze, we have the catch afterwards. So we can go like this. And I want to kill their Thralls with Condemn. There you go. That's why I think it was great that that the opponent actually allowed us to put that to 1 HP. Because now we can actually go catch here. And kill the Taliyah anyways. There's one problem. I mean, we could play this Defector. So Defector is 4. This is 6. It's not enough. It's not enough. It's not enough. It's 6 damage. There's no way I can wait, right? There's no way that I can wait. Like, let's say that I push damage here with everything. I push 6. I push 6. But then I just don't have anything else for next turn. I think we just push 4. And if they block, we Condemn. And at least kill their Thrall. At least we kill their Thrall. I think at least we kill their Thrall. And that's one less unit that we have to worry about. This is better than nothing. And it still gets me the Vayne value. So that's one less Thrall. So even if we cannot commit lethal anytime soon, we at least put them on a timer. Because a single Thrall is not going to be enough to kill us. And we will have the Istaratu later on. Opponent could Avalanche here, and if they Avalanche, I become really, really sad. Right? Lodestone, blinding us. So the Lodestone is great, because it does give me the Horaci. Okay. So, yes. Yes. We lose... we lose a lot of stuff here. But next turn, we will have Horaci with Spell Shield, and the Darkened Harp with Quick Attack. And the Tumble's gonna cost 1. So we will have enough mana for Horaci with Quick Attack and Spell Shield, and a Tumble to follow up with, if necessary. So the opponent's gonna have to have 2 things to remove the Horaci Spell Shield. And it probably was correct for me to block this, by the way. Okay, so opponent's gonna get another Thrall. A second Avalanche makes me sad. So we play Horaci, because we can give her the Quick Attack from the Darkened Harp. And make it so that the opponent has no good blockers for her. So Horaci, Quick Attack takes it to 9. Gives the 9 power and the 9 health to any of my other units. Doesn't matter what you have here, I don't think. I don't think it matters what they have here. Well, I say that, but they're gonna have a lot of Trolls. But they're gonna have to block. They have to block with everything, right? And I will commit the Tumble. Because we'll get another Tumble anyways. I like putting it here because this is gonna have Tough. And it's gonna be a great blocker against the opponent's units, right? So we go here, just give this the Tough. Opponent has to block both. And they have to block another one. They have to lose a Thrall. So they have to lose a Thrall here. Yeah, it doesn't matter which one, right? Yeah, it doesn't really matter which one. We just go like this. We level up the Vayne, and we have another Zero Cost Tumble. They open attack, and they're gonna have to have... Even if they have a single Very Nice, a single Very Nice is not enough. Well, they have 3 Thralls, actually, so a single Berry Nice is enough. No. A single Berry Nice is not enough, because they lose 1 Thrall here. So they only have 2 Thralls. We have 2 units that are 9 and 7. One of them has Stuff. We should be okay. Ah. We play Anaka. Sands of Times. Keeps their thing alive. We definitely play Anaka, right? We play Anaka here. Give her the quick attack. And he summons another unit as well. So he's forcing more value from the opponent. We got there. Oh my goodness. That Horasi with Spell Shield completely saved me. And obviously the Bane level up also carried. You know, it doesn't matter which one we did. We could have done the Darking Harp as well. So I don't think he should have felt too bad, because I mean we could have gone Darking Harp instead of Anaka, and we would just join a bunch of units. I just preferred the Anaka because I knew it was gonna put a lot more pressure on them. And there we go, we get an Overwhelm, 8-8. Opponent goes down to 1 HP, and we attack again with Anaka one more time. I respect it. I respect it. Technically, not enough. Yeah. Not enough. Let's see what we get here with Anaka. We get the Bane hit. Boom. A little step back Elkin. The Bane level up clutched it out. It forced them to have to remove all their units. So yeah. GG's. In this match, we're going against Caitlyn Teemo. So, no equipment. No equipment is a little bit awkward. I like the double challenger, especially if we get like the Darking Heart. Perfect. So we can go Broadwind. Okay, we can go Badger Bear, I guess, on turn 3 now, if we wanted to. So we can go Broadwind first, Badger Bear on turn 3, I guess. Gives me a blocker for Teemo, also gives me a blocker for Caitlyn. I will push the 3 damage for free if you give it to me. Let's see. There's one problem here. If the opponent plays the Caitlyn, they could have like a Mystic. Right? So if they have like a Mystic, that's a little bit frustrating. Yeah, it could also just as easily be a Pie Toss, right? So it could be a Pie Toss. So I don't think we're supposed to ever actually put our Badger Bear into risk. I like the Bane here. Okay, so they had the group shot. They had the group shot.
Here's my calling card.
We could still go Darking Harp and just pull the Teemo. We have to play around another removal here, so I don't think we ever tried to go after the Caitlyn. I'm respecting the removal a lot. But that's okay. We get free value here. We still have a big blocker. That's gonna eat up these flash bombs. If we had a strike, I feel a lot better. But we don't have a strike. So makes it, or if we have more health on this guy. If we have more health on this guy, that will also help me. I guess we have another Badger Bear. Maybe we just block it. I'm so scared. Why am I so scared? I don't need to be this scared. I'm letting this Caitlyn get all the value that she wants. Right? I'm getting the Caitlyn get all the value that she wants just because I'm playing scared. We have the Scout though, and the Scout kind of just gives us a lot of pressure here that the opponent has to watch out for. Because we have another quick attack. And this also has Tough, so it's going to be eating up those flash bombs for dinner. Yeah, kills away Peacemaker, cool. How you gonna deal with this, guys? You're gonna have to start blocking. This has quick attack. You're gonna have to start blocking. This has quick attack. I'm gonna give this one the Darking Harp as well, so that we have a ton of damage hitting.
What brings you here? Business And
The Caitlyn leveling up is a little bit of a problem, but the flash bombs don't matter because a lot of it could go here. Woo!
I aim to win, and my aim is
Woo!
excellent.
All right. 4 there, and the other ones went here. This is 12 damage. The Caitlyn doesn't get her 9 trap activation, which is the key part here. They do get to put more flash bombs. We have more flash bombs. Yada yada yada. There we go. Hits the wrong unit. I will block you here and keep my tough unit alive. Okay, so then we just lose the game, right? We lost the game anyways, because even if we block the Caitlyn, she still pushes the damage. Oh wait, we don't lose the game because the opponent had all their stuff. Alright, so there's gonna be a lot of flash bombs that come here, by the way. So there's about to be a lot of flash bombs that hit us, because 7 flash bombs and we only have seen like 2. So there's gonna be a lot of flash bombs that hit us here. We need to kill this Caitlyn with quick attack. Right? Teemo? So we have to hope that the opponent has no way to stop this lethal. It doesn't hit all of them. Okay, okay. So we can go fleet for the tracker. Hope that the opponent doesn't have another Karina. Alright, that's cool with that. I'm cool losing that one. Let's go here. Alright, 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 alright. We're still okay. We still have the scout, right? Opponent has to have another group shot or has to have a mystic shot here. Because we can kill the Caitlyn by putting the Darking Harp on the Valor and attacking with the scout. Doesn't matter which one you pick. Another Karina? No? Okay, so we're gonna go here. This is 5. This is lethal. There's one problem now, right? If we attack this Caitlyn, opponent played it in such a way, they waited because they hit the second Darking Harp. It means that we can't do anything. If we attack this Caitlyn, we lose because the Caitlyn does 5. So the opponent played it smart here. Let's just kill this Teemo, I guess. And the opponent has 3 attackers. This Perilous Paris, we just killed this. Guess let's go here. The opponent can kill either one with the parrot, with the pastry. Yeah, opponent kills either one with the pastry. We at least get some value from attacking with this. And then we gotta just, I guess, hope that we don't draw 4 flash bombs. Or that we draw another Aatrox to heal first. No, it's only 2. It's only 2. The Caitlyn doesn't kill us yet. We heal back up to 2, so we go up to 4. Did you draw the hit? They drew the mystic. Oh my goodness. There's one problem with that. Whew. It's gonna be spicy. I need this quick attack to stick. I need this quick attack to stick. Right? We could play Aatrox instead, actually. It is a little bit of a punish, because now if this dies, this could get hit by the flash bombs, and we don't have another way to get quick attack. But we do have a lot of healing here. Oh, we have Condemn. Okay, Condemn saves us. And we only hit 1 flash bomb, so I think we're fine, right? So we only hit 1 flash bomb, so I think we're fine. We could just go... We could just go Darking Harp. And still have the Condemn to kill the Caitlyn. I think we're fine. I think we can stabilize. I think we can actually stabilize. I don't want to play anything else. That's gonna tap me out of that condemn. I think we take it easy. I guess let's go like this. Let's go like this here. I don't want to play anything that taps me out of condemn. Yeah, I don't want to play anything that taps me out of condemn. But everything else is fair game to get this world ender as low as possible.
Would a mushroom help?
And maybe we actually condemn here anyways. Keep this other unit with tough alive. Go up to 8. We're chilling. Yeah. A little bit unlucky for the opponent how those flash bombs ended up working out. Very, very unlucky actually, now that I think back at it. Like, opponent has such a good chance of just chilling, right? So, GG's. In this match, we're going against Seraphine and Jack. The Mischievous Mirai is going to be a problem. This hand, though, looks pretty good. I don't hate this hand. Even the fish fight gives me a way to potentially kill a Mischievous Mirai. We're not going to have Aatrox anytime soon because we only have... Okay, I guess if we draw one more equipment, we should be okay. And we have Form Up to protect ourselves against removal. That's not bad. So let's go Vayne. We'll play the Defector, give her the Bloodletters, or we can give her the Darking Fan. Either way, doesn't matter to me. If that's the case, do we ever go Bloodletters here then instead? I'm down to do Bloodletters here. If the opponent wants to kill this Vayne, then lets me get the thing in response. I'm fine baiting out a Mystic Shot out of this. Yep, there we go. We'll go ahead and do this. I want to get another form of removal from you. I want to get another form of removal for you. The more removal that you use, the less stuff you're going to have when we actually have our big units on the field. It's not a bad draw. Alright. Oh! Okay, well, I did forget about heavy metal, but the good news is that they usually only play one heavy metal. So we will go Defector here. They usually only play one heavy metal, right? Because they are playing a deck that's trying to play back Calibar. Just a little bit unlucky. It looked like they top decked that too. It came from the left side. So, what can you do? Because, yeah, what can you do? It's gonna happen every now and then, right? That did hurt. That does hurt. They did tap out of his Obliterator, so that's always nice. I guess let's go Darkin Fan, right? We can Darkin Fan, attack, get the Dragon Link. Line them up is not gonna do anything because we have Catch. The Tough kind of protects me, right? So we just go Catch here. The downside is that if we attack into the Clockland, we are gonna lose the Defector. So for us to push some damage here, we're gonna have to kill that Clockland. Is that worth it? I think so. I think it's worth it. We get to push 10 damage. We get to push 10 damage with the Scout. We have the Tumble next turn for the Scout one more time. I wish I could play the Quinn, but I don't feel safe playing this Quinn. Please, please. Okay, so the opponent doesn't have anything for 1 mana, right? There's nothing for 1 mana that can stop this. We're just chilling. There's literally nothing for 1 mana that can stop this. And if opponent doesn't block, they're gonna take a lot of damage. We're back to going super healthy with my Tough. The Tough just messes them up so well. Yeah, they have to go ahead and block with the Mischievous Mirai, but it's not even gonna matter. Let's, do I even want to play this Broadwind? I could go Darkin Fan here. Hear me out. We go Darkin Fan. So that next turn we start with the Darkin Spear. And our Defector is going to be a 5 HP plus stuff, right? So our Defector is going to be a 5 HP plus tough. And the opponent could theoretically kill it, but he has to be a Hexobliterator to kill her. And not only that, we get Aatrox as well. Yeah, so the opponent will have to have like a Hexobliterator here to kill this Defector. Question is, I guess it is, we just attack like this, right? We just attack like this. We have double Broadwind. So we can go Broadwind, Darkin Fan. Let the opponent use up all the removal here first. They never beat us here. Like, because of the tough just completely messes them up. Okay, as I say that, they got a 0 mana glimpse, so they get to stop some damage here. They played 2 cards last turn, did they? They didn't. They didn't play 2 cards last turn, huh? So they didn't play 2 cards last turn. So if we go Broadwind, we should be okay. I want to kind of leave this no, I guess we go with this Broadwind first. Give it the Darkin Fan and see what the opponent does. They could easily have access to, like, yeah, no, that should be game, right? Yeah, the Make It Rain is nice, but we have another Broadwind and we just win the game because now we have 2 attackers to use 0 blockers. That's why I didn't want to put the last Broadwind, and I wanted to first start with the Darkin Fan. Then we push damage here, and this is game. Woo, we got there, we got there. At 1 mana Make It Rain was definitely not what I expected. The freaking Glimpse did give them a lot of value, but the tough is so good. And remembering that we can pseudo heal by removing the Darkin Spear and then replacing it again next turn helped us out a lot, because otherwise our Defector would have actually died to the Make It Rain. Ironically, if the opponent doesn't play that Glimpse, we will have taken the damage that it would have taken for our Defector to for our Bringing Out Defector to actually die to the Make It Rain. So GG's. In this matchup, we get against LeBlanc and Ashe. This is a very bad matchup for us. Very bad matchup for us. But the Broadwind helps this matchup. The Broadwind helps this matchup. I also like the Condemn. It's a little bit of a greedy keep, right? But we will have Broadwind. We just need to find another unit, which we are a good chance to join another unit with this deck. We can go Broadwind. We have the Darkin Harp, and we got Shape Up. Form Up, I mean? Shape Up. Yeah, Shape Up. We got Shape Up. We got a Shape Up. Okay, so this is a problem. There is a little bit of a problem here. There is a little bit of a problem. The fact that we don't have another unit to give this challenger, it's a little bit annoying. We're gonna go here. Bait out the Elixir of Iron, and then we just sacrifice it, I guess. Okay, doesn't play the Elixir of Iron, doesn't even do any damage to us. Cool. I need another unit. I need another unit. There we go. Perfect unit as well. Literally perfect unit as well. Defector. We give it a quick attack. We have the Form Up to beat the Bloody Business. So we have the Form Up to beat the Bloody Business. Which is nice. Really, really nice. So again, we beat the Bloody Business with the Form Up, which is what the opponent probably put on the stack. Could be a good chance that... It could be a good chance that it's like... I guess it could be a Reckoning, right? But if it's a Reckoning, I'm just chilling, right? Though this is out of range of Brittle Steel. Opponent doesn't have enough for Flash, Freeze, and Reckoning. So we just put the quick attack here. And we just attack. If the opponent freezes the Form Up can kill either unit. Yep. And if they try to block, the Form Up just punishes them. Boom. That was cool. That was cool. We're gonna have the Condemn.
Places to go.
We're gonna have the Condemn. We can clear their whole board here. But it will come. It will mean having to commit the form up. I think I just go. I mean, yeah. I don't know if I want to commit the form up. If we go like this. We kill the second LeBlanc. We condemn to kill the Glory Seeker. And we just got a ton of value like this, and we don't even have to worry about bloody business anymore. And the reputation triggers are also messed up. They don't get to draw, they don't have reputation. We have Aatrox coming in soon. That can give the Browin regen. Yeah, nice draw. Nice draw. Still vulnerable to the freeze here, right? So we're vulnerable to the freeze here. The opponent cool? No, the opponent still doesn't have access to harsh winds plus. So what if we go second defector? What if we go second defector? And just play the second Darking Harp on it? The Reckoning is still a punish here, so I think I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna force him to have exactly Harsh Winds to be able to deal with this double quick attack unit. If I eat up the Harsh Winds right now, I think I'm fine with that. Otherwise, this is just making the World Ender so cheap. Yeah, that's the Harsh Winds. So we lose one of them, we still keep the other one, which is nice to me. We can attack with this Broadwind on the Omen Hawk to get some value out of it. We can go like this. Lets me buff another unit by +1/+1 and gets me the value from the Aatrox World Ender. These units are still out of range of Reckoning, everything except for the Broadwind, which we can actually give a regen by swapping the equipment and then be able to do the World Ender to have double Aatrox. So we can swap the equipment on this Aatrox with the Arcane Lodestone and then play World Ender. Opponent doesn't give me the chance. Okay. I guess instead we'll do it. Okay, opponent didn't do it because opponent was scared. Yeah, I think we just win, right? I think we go for the double Aatrox and we just win, right? Opponent was scared of the World Ender right now. We were 9 mana with the Renaka coming down, but I think we would have just gone for the double Aatrox, to be honest. I don't think I'd go for the Renaka. So GG's. Hey, welcome back everyone. Hope you enjoyed today's games. A lot of fun with Vayne Aatrox always. It is a Demacia deck, right? So you are kind of doing a lot of the Demacia things that you've seen us do over the past week with other Demacia decks. It is a bit more mid-range, but you kind of get where the combo comes from, right? You saw us there against Shadow Axe, for example, when we went against the Thralls player. Blinding Assault together with the Darking Harp is just a blowout against almost anything because you're able to get the Scout with quick attack, push, Scout, quick attack, push, right? You get to kind of get 2 favorable trades or at least push a lot of damage that the opponent is not expecting. The other key part of this deck is going to be the Vayne, right? The Vayne giving you access to tumble means that you can tumble on one of your Scout units, whether it's the Valor, whether it's the Ranger Knight Defector, or the Quinn, when it's the opponent's attack turn, so that you can actually get a rally. Because when you tumble on a unit that has Scout, even though you don't have the attack token, you will get the attack token back if you haven't done a Scout attack in the turn yet. So ends up being really nice combo there with the tumble. That's why we also have 1 Cataclysm in case that we don't draw a Vayne, and our Scouts, right, to get a rally and being able to attack. Now, how else does this deck play? Well, aside from what you saw in the games, I mean, again, you want to go for the challengers, Broadwind, Fleet Feather Tracker, Blinding Assault to get favorable trades, combine them with equipment. Even if you have to put the Darking Harp with the Broadwind, it's still fine. The quick attack still works with the Broadwind, even though it has Formidable. You can also put other equipment, such as the Darking Spear. The 2 best equipment that you have in this deck are going to be your Darking Harp and your Darking Spear. That is why we play 3 of each. That way you can actually go ahead and just grab your opponent's units and get favorable traits there. Now, do notice that we only really have 1, 2, and then 4 different types of darking equipment. So it can be a little bit awkward sometimes to draw your Aatrox, right? Because Aatrox require 3 different equipments. Not just playing 2 darking spears, but it has to be 3 distinct different equipment. So it has to be like a darking spear, a darking harp, and a lodestone, or a darking fan as your third one. You could potentially cut one of these, maybe one less darking spear, and add something else if you like to. Oh well, we do also have the bloodletters. So we do also have the bloodletters. So we do have enough here between 3, 6, 9, and then 10, 11. You could potentially swap out one of the darking spears for something like a ballista or a darking aegis if you find yourself struggling to get Aatrox, right? That way you end up with 5 different equipment instead of just 4 like we're playing right now in the current deck. I did forget about the darking bloodletters, but even with the bloodletters, sorry, you end up with 6 instead of the 5 like we're playing right now. Yeah, aside from that though, I mean, the darking aegis is pretty good as well because of the tough, right? So I don't see a reason why we need to go into 3 darking spear. I was just trying it out because I like it as the combo with the Broadwind, as well as really nice with our Regular Defector. So that's our equipment, and those are early challengers. As you go into the later game, you do have the blocking Badger as well. We are playing this card as a way to deal with the elusive decks, right? So the Fist Samiras, etc., etc. The blocking Badger becomes a really big blocking threat to them, so it allows you to get a lot of value there, and you can use it with some of the equipment to also get some value in return. Then that's when you want to transition to your champions and your ranging knight defectors. You want to play your ranging knight defector and potentially give her darking spear or darking harp. These are the best 2 that you can do in the defector, because it will allow her to survive her first attack and be able to attack again. And with the darking spear, you're buffing the top allies in your deck by +2/+2. With the darking harp, you just get a lot of quick attack value and even more damage, because the ranging knight defector is going to be a 6 power, right? So that is where the ranging knight defector comes into play with the equipment. You want to have your Bane for access to your tumble, like we said, with the scouts. Your Quinn is nice because she has a really good chance of leveling up in this deck. You don't want to play more than 1 of her. I do see some lists playing 2 Quinn, but I do feel like having 2 Aatrox is important because sometimes you do want to have access to that Aatrox sweep. And Quinn is not a card that's really carrying this deck a lot of times. That's why we play Valor, because you really care for her Valor. But we do also main deck Binding Assault to get our own Valor, even if we don't get the Quinn. And then obviously Aatrox with the World Ender. World Ender took a big fat nerf, so it takes a lot longer to really get the World Ender into a playable position. So the way that you want to be able to win with Aatrox is really by having the Ranging Knight Defector, so that you can get multiple hits in a single turn with the Scout and really be able to discount the cost of the World Ender. Otherwise, you're going to be in a position where you are literally going to spend like 10 or more mana, 10, 11, 12, to actually play this World Ender. But once you do, a lot of times you just win the game on the spot, right? World Ender is still, like the name implies, a World Ender, where it just finishes the game. Another thing you can do later into the game is actually transition to just outright playing your equipment, right? So you saw us there with the Lodestone against the Thralls player, gets a lot of value there. You could play the Solani as soon as turn 6, for example. The Darking Spear with the Anaka can also push a lot of damage if the opponent doesn't really have any blockers, and it lets you potentially summon another very powerful unit, like we saw against Shadow Arts, where you also summon a Solani in afterwards, right? So just take advantage of that. You kind of go early game with the challengers, mid game with the champions, late game with the Darkin to kind of finish up if it gets to that point. So that's kind of the stages of how this deck ends up going, and it ends up being a lot of rambling that I just did, so I'm sorry about that. It is kind of late for me, and I'm trying to record this, my 4th recording of the day, so I'm sorry if it's a little bit all jumbled. I'm trying to do as much recordings as I can before I go on a work trip that I have to fly for tomorrow. So it's been a lot of games and a lot of speaking, so I'm sorry about that. Aside from that, mulligan tips, just go for your challengers early on. I like keeping the Bane, I like keeping the Broadwind, I like keeping the Blinding Assault, and I like keeping at least the Darking Harp or the Darking Spear. So at least one of this equipment. You want to make sure you have at least one equipment in your hand. A lot of times I find myself with no equipment, and that feels really, really bad. So go for your challengers, your Darking Heart, your Darking Spear, and your Bane, and that should set you up for most of the matchups that you really need to worry about. Fish Fight is really nice at removing opponents' units. Elkin is really nice as a tough to protect against a lot of the opponents, like chump damage. Form Up is amazing at keeping your units alive. and catch is just catch, but I prefer form up over catch, and that's why we have 2 form ups versus 1 catch. I think that's it for me today. Again, sorry for the rambling. I know it's a little bit off, but you know, nobody watches this long anyways. Hope you enjoyed today's games. If you did, make sure to like the video below and subscribe to us. We post LOR videos every single day. You can also catch us on Twitch at Twitch.tv. We stream every now and then. And you can also find us on Discord and Twitter. The links to this above the description below. Man, I'm so tired. 4 videos in a single day. I'm not ever gonna do this again. But I want to make sure you all have content before I leave for work trip. So have a good night, everyone, and I'll see you all again tomorrow.